In today's episode, I go shopping with a zapper, enjoy Wales versus Georgia, then head to the stadium to endure England versus Samoa. I also endure the public transport to get back into town to watch Ireland dismantle Scotland. And I also drop my phone.
My name's Tim Tunnicliff, host of the Amateur Rugby Podcast, and I'm here in France to show you the entirety of the Rugby World Cup. I'll be travelling the country, hitting the fan zones, showing you the in-stadium experience and getting the lowdown from all the talking points from what is sure to be an epic World Cup.
Yesterday I went to Belgium. I witnessed the last post in front of the Menin Gate. Watched New Zealand versus Uruguay in a burger joint. Then headed to Lille for France versus Italy, which turned into a bit of a dance party.
Welcome back to the Rugby World Cup daily vlogs. New park-up spot here in Lille, just by the river, which is nice. Much closer to town as well, so it makes sense for these games where going to the stadium in the middle game. So watch the first game in town, head out to the stadium, then head back, or for the big game today, which is Ireland-Scotland this evening. I'm obviously looking forward to England-Samoa, but Ireland-Scotland is where the juice is today, for sure. Had a pleasant little morning, just mooching around. Went to a supermarket which had this cool scanning thing. Walk around zapping barcodes. I don't know, maybe you've seen that kind of thing before, but I haven't. So I made myself a nice ham and cheese and rocket roll, standard. And now it's off into Lille on this beautiful day. It's one of those tricky days today. It's about 23, 24 degrees in the sun, but it's going to get colder later. And there's no opportunity to go back to the van. So got to have the hoodie. And I've even brought a bobble hat with me as well. Fresh cut on the old pate. The head gets cold. All right, first game up. Wales versus Georgia. Well, it's one of those wonderfully crisp autumn days where anything feels possible. I'm sure Gareth Anscombe would have felt the same when he woke up this morning, but disastrously, he didn't make it through the warm-up. I'm not sure any top player has had worse luck with injuries. This is the end of his World Cup. I mean, it didn't look too bad. He kind of hobbled off, but just horrible luck for Anscombe. Wales have taken a handy 17-7 lead at half-time with tries through Tom Francis and Liam Williams from the mighty Warren. Moments of elite, and I mean elite physicality from Georgia in this half though. In particular a carry from the number 7, which was brutal. It's a good game, Wales should go on to win, but Georgia are absolutely competing for every little bit. Leaving the Australian bar once more. What can you say about that second half? Well, what I'd say is Georgia dominated it and somehow managed to lose it 4 tries to 2. Hat-trick from Louis Rees-Zammit. One complete breakaway from a Georgian pass, frankly, a chip and chase, and then the third one, which was dubious. Hard luck to Georgia. They played a great second half and only faded away in the last couple of minutes when the game was gone, allowing George North to sneak over in the corner. Well done, Wales. Have a great quarter-final. Thoroughly deserved. Right, you know the drill by now. Metro, Stadium, Rugby. Let's go. 14-8 to Samoa. Hard to find any kind of enthusiasm really for that England performance. A couple of early breaks, Tuolangi looked good early, and then they just let the game get away from them. Penalised off the park, to be honest. Discipline issues haven't been a problem for quite some time. Well, recent games at least. It's hard to see in the stadium whether these are, you know, rightful penalties or not. Feels like there's a lot of frustration around the ground. The French, the neutrals, are absolutely loving it. Allez les Bleus, and fair play to them. I'll be doing the same. Sadly, it's at the end of England attacking first half. So if we do come back into it and win, it's going to be a long way away. Fingers crossed. It's a funny old atmosphere in the ground. Lots of murmuring. Very stop and start. Let's see how it goes second half. Full time, England win 18-17, and they were dominant for most of the second half. A disallowed try, maybe two was it? Yeah, two I think. The first one looked harsh, the second one looked fair. Before Danny Kerr sniped over for the winning try. A real anomaly in the middle of this half as well, with Owen Farrell spending too long over a penalty and getting done by the shot clock. Is that a first in World Rugby? It could be. Anyway, when the conversion was to come and England still needed 2 points to get into the lead, the whole stadium was shouting down 55, 54, etc. You get the idea. Well done Danny Kerr for seeing that opportunity after I'd written him off after the last game. He wasn't getting picked at that point on the bench, but he clearly played well enough against Chile to get the nod here with the match-winning contribution. Truth be told, it was a dull old game, not much excitement. If anything, when Samoa attacked near the end and almost scored, I think there was some England fans hoping they did score, because it would have made such an incredible climax, but they didn't. England hang on and win 18-17. Just Ireland, Scotland to go now. And it's an absolute race now to get into town to watch the other game. Well, look at that. Imagine if they played Ireland versus Scotland on that screen. And look, there's another one right there. How cool would that be? Thousands of fans outside the stadium watching another epic game. There's a DJ just over there, which is cool. We love that. There's bars selling beer. Why are they not showing the game on these TVs? It makes no sense to me. It's crazy. Look, everybody's just charging towards metro stations, crowded public transport. I don't get it. Well, that was a journey full of many frustrations. People crammed onto train in small spaces. There were lots of people getting frustrated and angry, frankly. Well, that's only natural, I guess, for humans to be crammed in such a small space when there's no other option. If you want to watch the next game, you had to go and get on the public transport or organise a cab or do something, because there's nothing at the stadium to watch. So I have some sympathy for the people that got upset, but as usual, things were self-policed amongst the rugby fraternity. So let's enjoy Ireland versus Scotland somewhere. I don't know where. It's too late to try and plan something like this. You just have to rock up and do your best. Okay, heart rate's back to normal. Let's enjoy myself. was absolutely brutally clinical from Ireland. Scotland actually played pretty decently for periods in that first half, for sure. Scoreline would not lead you to think that. Absolutely spanked. So funny, after all that stress of getting from the stadium to the town, I rocked up at the single bar that I thought gave me the best opportunity of seeing the game, and the only other person that I knew in the town that night was sat one row in front of me, class.
If you've enjoyed this one, give it a thumbs up down below and hit subscribe to make sure you don't miss the next one. Peace!